Okay. I just want to start off by saying thank you, God. Whatever horrible things I'm going to go through, I just want to say thank you while I can. I've been making the same videos over and over, and I will continuously do that. Because for me, is it's important that I put this out in the air and make sure it's said as many times as it needs to be said. First of all, I gotta say thank you, God. I have to, because the amount of effort that is applied onto trying to make somebody accept manipulations is surreal. But this is part of this program. This is what I understand this is about. You have perps of all sort of all kind of people, day in and day out, try to make you block out and box out the reality of how you're manipulated. And it becomes to the point where now one of the saying they like to say to try to stop reality, and I'm laughing like this because it's comical, but it's horrible at the same time. The comic aspect of things, the comicalness about all of it is to see these perps to try to differentiate themselves, not even differentiate, try to create some distance from what they're part of. What they try to now say is, you know what, you're gonna be tortured worse than the way we torture others. It's gonna be our worst. So saying that we are involved in a program that torture people, including children and women, well, it's gonna be our worst. We're gonna torture you. We're gonna harm you more than the way we harm kids and women. And they say that in ways that it seems like, oh, okay, then, okay, so now I should be thinking that you guys aren't torturing women or children because you're gonna torture me worse than that. Like the way they try to cope and deal with the reality is comical. It's laughable. That's why I laugh, knowing that they will torture me, but for them to say things like that, it's like imagine me, I'm involved in a program where I'm torturing women and children. I'm looking at you, it's like, oh, you're going to torture even more. I've accepted that I'm torturing women and children, but some reason I think because I'm going to torture you worse, that I don't torture children and women. They have created a logic that is just comical, laughable. This is why I say this is a mixture of horrible things and comical. So, and I think they think that what they say is going to change the reality, because the truth is they manipulate the body, they manipulate the mind, and to see some grown women with grown people, grown respectable individuals, dumbing themselves down, having to block out this obvious ability of this technology. You know, I was just in a meeting with somebody. There's some kind of ads, and they show like a child somewhere there. Oh, a girl especially. Stimulation. Matter of fact, I just got back from going to the restroom because I had to urinate. Like they play so much with this part of the fluids that I had to like go to the restroom. They control your bottle, like your stimulations. And I'm supposed to identify with this when I'm validated to a level that's surreal, that you can manipulate me to have these reactions. But they think they can gaslight you, people that you don't respect. I see this person, she's wearing this mask, and I'm like, you're a clown. You're an idiot if you ever think I will let you live your fantasy. Never. So this is obviously for me. When I hear this, I'm like, I pause or I go on mute and I listen to this. And as I'm saying that, they're sending this top tier generals of retardation making noise campaign. I truly, when I'm insulting them, I'm not trying to even insult. They truly are not people that you ever should be influenced by. They are children. And now, and these people, I see them as low life, just cowards, just kids. They just find empowerment, but they're doing their job to try to counter this.
The human nervous system, in order to remotely pick up on someone's neural network or EEG, and not only receive that and monitor it, but manipulate it and place it back into the victim to control their emotions or control their actions or bodily functions for them.
And it goes on. Even sexual arousals are manipulated. All, and then they have people who try to gaslight you to accept. Now looking back, I'm thinking about all the time they will like have kids there and then look at you. Oh, got you. Oh, can you imagine to be this much of a clown? That's I'm supposed to be like thinking, I'm just thankful that I didn't have to play this clown in my life, where I'm supposed to make somebody identify with this manipulation. It's like the way you play with a child in the sense of like being like, what's that? What? Like I'm like, do you think I'm going to subscribe to? And then me saying that, they try to change into something else. My point is, target individual. We are being manipulated. Our minds, our body is being altered in so many ways. They have people who are supposed to gaslight you, but some of these people themselves are like, oh my gosh, can you see me and see you? Like, look at me. I understand everybody around me is going to do the noise campaign, try to make me accept this manipulation. But look at me, like, do you see yourself trying to tell me? And I know your words is supposed to make me forget that you are manipulating me. Okay, I'm going to deal with your worst torture. You who torture women and children, going to torture me worse. I will run to it. God give me strength for this worst torture. But thank you for letting me see things for what they are. When I go through my screams and when I yell, I'm screaming and I'm praying to die. One thing is for sure, I will never pray to say, let me trade places with people who will do these things. They even rely on childlike people to agitate you to accept these things. For me, I'm not even trying to threaten them, but I'm saying I don't want, if a childlike individual tries to play this gimmick in front of me, it's not going to be good because I'm going to say something to humiliate this kid. First of all, it will be my pleasure to take a picture of this retard and be like, listen, this is a people who try to gaslight you. Earlier they tried to vilify you. They try to vilify you onto anything. First of all, they vilify you, the things they manipulate yourself. They manipulate you to experience. So they make you experience something and they're like, oh my gosh, pay, that's you, that is so you. Right? They make you have this reaction that they can make you have through this technology that can manipulate your neural network and will gaslight you once they made you experience whatever design experience they want you to experience. So for me, what they do, there's a child somewhere, especially a girl, stimulate me. Then they're like, oh, it's you, no, it's you. And they use these tonalities, thinking that the way they say, no, it's you, and it's you. I'm supposed to be like, oh, you know what? You say it's you like that. So no, it's me. I identify this. Yes, it's so me. You are not manipulating me because you said it's you. I'm so thankful to God I never had to live this life. And I'm so thankful that I'm able to say this thing and make sure that these people look at themselves for what they truly are. They will not escape what they're part of. Now, what I'm going to deal with, I'm going to deal with it regardless. Because I know who's running this program. I know it's not some clown like wannabe. To see the psyops and the facade they paint. Some of them have created this movie of a reality where they think it's just like this femme fatale group of a bunch of low life. I'm looking at the women that are here torturing and raping and torturing, which is going to torture me more. So you're involved in a program that torture women in these horrible ways, but you're going to make it worse for me? Wow, what a femme fatale. What a fierce human being that you are. You're going to involve in a program that is literally raping women all around the world. But because you're so fierce, you dare to involve yourself in this, to torture me, because you're so vengeful. You dare to join in a program where they torture women in such a horrible ways to make me pay. You join a program where they are destroying the life of women in ways that's ridiculous to get to me. Wow. Clown ass. They're just opportunists, low life. Opportunists. Big time opportunists. And you thought that I was going to let you live. Today they were trying to make me think of corny. I was like, I go to my videos like, look at these people. Look at the women that are here torturing, talk about corny. These women destroyed. They have accomplished way more than these losers. Now with nothing. Dying, praying for God to help them. Begging for help. And this trash I hear now for you an opportunist that uses this woman as somebody that you would destroy in a heartbeat if she's put in this program, like so many other women that you see here looking like they're dying. By using her to partake in this program that makes you feel so special. Death comes to all of us. If I'm dying saying this, is I'm thankful to God that instead of living life the way these losers live, not knowing when the day comes for their death to come through, death comes to all of us. I'm just thankful that I didn't partake in a program that is literally slowly killing men, women, and children. But because I'm an opportunist, in a fashion that even willing to join a program where death comes to not only men, but women and children because of what we do to them? No. Thank you, God, for that. Now, God, as I'm slowly dying, as I go through whatever horrible things I go through, be by my side till the end. I know I'm not perfect. I'm never going to claim I'm perfect, but I know my imperfection. It will never this nastiness with this pedophilia things they do to people. Sending this child like retard is supposed to make you accept these things. They know they can't do that in front of me. I'll insult this kid. I'll insult these people. I'm sorry. But they made me poke myself in the eye. You see the level of control they have over me? But I'll insult this low life. From the fake progressive low life that try to look at me, it's like, you think that because you look at me this way, I'm going to identify to this? Look how fraudulent you are. You're an opportunist. You see what I just did to my eye when I was talking? This is the intoxicating feeling they get. That they can control a human being like that. But I'll see them for the low life they are and what they deserve. What is deserving for people involved in a program that can do these things to children, or involved in a program that can do that to children. I'll never let them live their fantasy. So all this fake work, all this progressive one, I will never let them live their fantasy. As for me, you can see my eye. This is why they love what they do. This is why they become so retarded in front of you. Because they have this intoxicating feeling that they can do these things. But they want you to accept this fantasy that they created. Never. Make the mistake. Thank God I'm not capable like Robert Card, who killed 18 people. But I will never let this shit involve themselves in this program and think that I'm going to be like, hey, I'm going to be accepting of this. You're such a loser. Tomorrow you can die. I won't even feel anything. I won't even care. I won't be even happy. Because I truly see you for the nothing that you are. I have no emotion toward them that is real. Like in the sense of, I don't even truly even hate them. These people who are slowly killing me. Because I see them for the bottom fears that they are. I just don't want them to escape into that fantasy. Because I know tomorrow, if they erase them, if they kill all of them tomorrow, it will not change a single thing to me. Meaning my program will still continue. But I understand that maybe this is a purpose of mine. To make sure that this participant, regardless of who they are in life, think that I'm going to let, they made me feel a dignity that is magical. Listen, I'm not perfect. I just know that my imperfection is not this nasty manipulation in regard to children. But I have my imperfection. They're trying to bring up these things. Listen, I'm somebody who is an adult man who thoughts in sexual ways. Sometimes I remember when I was trying to like make, I was in a sexual state and I was trying to kind of arouse myself. I was trying to push it. I would think of more aggressive sexual things, right? I don't need to go into details. But they're like, oh, you see what you're saying there? And I know it's like, this is because I was really like looking for something more aggressive. And the truth is, when men or women are trying to looking for more sexual things, they go into like more aggressive kind of sexual things. I don't want to go too much in details, but they were like, oh, he's so normal, huh? And I'm like, because I was thinking about this thing, or I was saying this thing. And there's this thing, right, they call on Netflix called Sex Explained, right? And basically it talks about sexual desires and things like that of people. And one of the most common thing that was noticed after surveying multiple individuals is these things, or these sexual thoughts in this fashion. That actually majority are women who think this way. But majority are also the men. So They try to create this fantasy. Like, no, you see how you thought about this? Oh, yeah, that. Oh, I just what? First of all, you're humiliated because I'm being validated that this is actually more normal than you think. But in fact, so much so that a higher percentage of people actually think of things like that. Now, what they try to do after that, they try to change it into pedophilia. They try to rewire this fucking nastiness into like, not even, they try to rewire it into something pedophilia centric. And then you hear this bottom fears, oh no, they are. I was like, yes, they are. You in my brain manipulate my brain. And hence, this is why now I look at child, this is how I'm going to react to it. Now, this is how my memories are changed into something with a child now, instead of the other things. And you have perps of all shape or form, all gender, all races, try to get you to accept these things. Now, for me, I know it's not going to change anything. Matter of fact, me speaking makes it worse for me. Because these perps, it's like being humiliated. It's like provocation to them. They call it being, I'm provoking them. What I mean by provoking them is, can you imagine you're a respectable individual, or you think you're a respectable individual, you have created this reality that you know is falsified, but you want to stick with that. And I'm somebody who is breaking that reality off all the time because I'm bringing up the fact that it's this distorted reality that you are painting. And here's the reality that you're trying to escape from, run away from, that you use these tactics to cope with reality you're in. And this fierce, mystic thing that you want to present yourself as is actually you're just a loser, a low-life bottom fears involved in a program that does these things to women, to children, and are actually ran by entities like that. So if I die in the street, it's better than living a life where I live in a comfort, doing what you do. Because this trash will die. Their time is limited, but they wanted to live this life, doing these things to us, escaping from reality of what they're part of. And I'm here, nope, this is what you're involved. Oh, my eye, okay. Is it going to make you grow another eye? Okay, let's go. No. You're a coward lowlife, an opportunist who can do these horrible things, sitting in your sweatpants. And it doesn't take a special or an impressive individual. Matter of fact, you have to really minimize anything impressive that you have. They literally have to minimize themselves. The daring part of it is to see how cowardly they have to be. Now, it's going to be horrible for me. I understand, but these people are not going to live any better. I think, if anything, they probably have to prep themselves for that moment. There's going to be a moment that's going to come to them, and they know. Some of them already have started being exposed to that moment where whatever they've been doing to me is coming to them. In my mind, they try to counter, now, but what you paid, what you just put, basically, out here killing babies, torturing them, slowly killing them. It's not even killing them. It's such a slow death that it takes years, making them sick, making them feel better, making them sick, making them. And you see who's talking. You see who is interacting with you. Clowns. Look, weak low life. Like this, life can just change for them. They're not untouchable. They're weak low life as hell. But that makes it more sense for me to understand that, this is people who want to compensate even more with a chip on the shoulder. Those are the people who would be more involved in this, because life, for real, their real life, the reality they're in could be really a problem. But getting lost in this reality, they are gods. They can make themselves talk. They talk to me via V2K in this like mistakeful way. Even the guys, it's like, son, you're gonna suffer. It's like, you grown-ass men having to talk like this. Listen, it's easy to do what they do. The sufferance they're gonna make me experience is something they're gonna watch remotely. It's like something that's not even real to them. Things gonna get real to them when things get real to them. Tell my target individuals, stay strong and see this low life for the bottom fears that they are. Be lucky that you're not living life like them, because as much as tortured you are, these people are dedicating their life as healthy individual, some of them, as individual who is capable of doing other things, to live life watching you slowly die, manipulating you in these disgusting ways, in pedophilia ways, and try to find ways to vilify you while involved in a program where they torture even babies, infants. It's like, no, we're gonna torture you even worse. Stay strong.